Welcome to Humanity's Memory.
The Power of Jesus in Difficult Times Introductional Life is full of challenges that test the strength of our hearts. We all face moments when the weight of the world feels too heavy. Yet in those very moments, the presence of Jesus becomes our greatest hope. He does not leave us in the storm. He walks with us through it. His power shines brightest when life feels darkest. This message is about discovering that power for yourself. It is about knowing that no matter how broken life may seem, Jesus restores. He turns despair into hope, weakness into strength, and fear into faith. If you are seeking peace, comfort, and courage, this word is for you. Before we begin, I invite you to subscribe to this channel and share this video so the hope of Jesus spreads across the world. 1. The reality of difficult times. No one is immune to hardship. The Bible never promises a life without problems. Instead, it acknowledges suffering as part of the human journey. Job lost everything in a single day. David cried out in the wilderness, hunted by Saul. Even the apostles faced prison, rejection, and death. Difficult times come in many forms: sickness, financial struggles, broken families, loneliness, or anxiety. Sometimes they hit like sudden storms. Other times, they linger like long winters. These moments shake us, test us, and often make us wonder if God sees us at all. Yet Scripture reminds us, consider it pure joy. My brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. James 1:2-3. Difficulties are not wasted. They shape us, refine us, and prepare us for greater faith. 2. Jesus is present in the storm. When the disciples faced a violent storm on the Sea of Galilee, their fear overwhelmed them. Yet in the chaos, Jesus appeared walking on the water. He said, "Take courage. It is I, don't be afraid." Matthew 14:27. This moment reveals a powerful truth. Jesus does not remain far away during our troubles. He comes near. He enters the storm with us. His presence changes everything. One of the greatest lies of hardship is the thought that we are alone. But Hebrews 13:5 promises, "Never will I leave you. Never will I forsake you." Even when you cannot feel Him, He is there holding you, guiding you, and speaking peace over your heart. 3. The power of His Word. The words of Jesus are not like ordinary words. They carry authority. When He said, "Peace, be still," Mark 4:39, the storm obeyed. When He said, "Lazarus, come forth," the dead man walked out of the grave. His promises are alive and active. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. Take heart. I have overcome the world. John 16:33. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. When life shakes you, hold on to His word. It will steady your soul, bring light into darkness, and remind you of His unchanging power. 4. The cross. Victory through suffering. The greatest display of Jesus' power came through what looked like weakness, the cross. From a human perspective, His crucifixion was defeat, pain, humiliation, and death. But in that very moment, He conquered sin, destroyed death, and opened the way for salvation. This is the paradox of the gospel. Through suffering comes victory. That means your struggles are not wasted. Just as the cross became a symbol of triumph, your difficulties can become testimonies of God's power. Paul wrote in 2 Corinthians, Dozy 9. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. When you feel broken, God's strength shines through you. 5. Biblical stories of God's power in trials. Daniel, in the lion's den, surrounded by death. Yet God shut the lions' mouths. Joseph in prison, betrayed and forgotten. Yet God lifted him to power and purpose. Paul and Silas in chains, beaten, yet they worshipped, and the prison shook with freedom. The woman with the issue of blood, after 12 years of pain. One touch of Jesus brought healing. Each story reminds us that God's power is not limited by circumstances. What looks impossible to man is possible with him. 6. From fear to faith. Fear is natural in hardship. Peter felt it when he stepped out of the boat. As long as his eyes were on Jesus, he walked on water. But when he looked at the waves, he sank. Still, Jesus reached out his hand and lifted him up. Fear says, "You will drown," faith says, "Jesus will hold you." Faith does not deny the storm, it declares that the storm does not have the final word. This transformation from fear to faith is the miracle Jesus works in every believer. 7. How to experience His power in your life. 1. Pray with honesty. God is not looking for polished prayers. He desires your heart. 2. Immerse yourself in Scripture. His word will anchor you when emotions shift. 3. Worship in the valley. Praise silences the enemy and fills your spirit with hope. 4. Stand with others. Community strengthens faith and reminds you that you are not alone. 5. Step out in obedience. Faith often requires action before results. These are not rituals. They are lifelines that connect you to the living power of Christ. 8. Modern testimonies of His power even today. Believers testify to His strength in hardship. Man enslaved by addiction found freedom through Christ. Grieving mother experienced peace after unimaginable loss. Churches in persecuted nations still sing with joy, unshaken by threats. The same Jesus who healed the sick, calmed storms, and raised the dead is alive and working today. 9. Hope for the future. Jesus never promised a life without trouble, but He promised His presence in every trouble. He said, "I am with you always, to the very end of the age." Matthew 28:20. That means tomorrow is secure in His hands. No matter what you face, uncertainty, pain, or fear, you can trust that His power will sustain you, His love will carry you, and His Spirit will guide you. Philippians 4:13 declares, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." That promise is for you. Conclusion: the power that never fails. Life will always bring difficult times, but Jesus is greater than every storm. His love never fails. His power never ends. His presence never leaves. So hold on, trust Him, proclaim His name over your situation. Let His strength be your anchor, and remember, this message is not just for you. Someone you know needs this hope today. Share it. Be a vessel of light in a hurting world, because when everything else is shaken, one truth stands firm. The power of Jesus Christ in difficult times is our victory.